Hello, welcome. My name is Troy Taylor. This is Trials Training. Episode 0. This is the why. Why me? Why am I talking to you? I wanted to set out to make a channel to talk about training, running, fitness, athletic, anything, basically. Just because I have been a athletic person most of my life. Like many, I did soccer and Little League when I was a kid. I wasn't really invested in it. And then at age 14, I started doing Taekwondo, and which actually became a huge part of my life. From age 14 to 17, I did Taekwondo and was about to get my black belt when I dropped out. I just didn't have my head in the right spot. I was 17. I was going to school and just different priorities. And then I felt like something was missing from my life, and that's when I came back to Taekwondo at the age of 19. From 19 to 24, I continued training Taekwondo. I got my black belt. I trained another 4 years, got my secondary black belt. Right around the time I got my secondary black belt, I also discovered Spartan races, and I got into mixed martial arts. So I was pretty busy. I was probably working out like 25 hours a week, coaching kids classes, coaching aerobic kickboxing, doing Taekwondo, doing mixed martial arts, hitting the gym with my friends, lifting weights, and also doing like special training, extra black belt training at the same time. I was pretty busy. I wasn't eating enough. I was really skinny, but also really, really fit at the time. Super high level martial artist. I got gold medal at pretty much every tournament I went to do sparring. So that brings me to Spartan Racing. I got some Facebook ad in 2014 and signed up for the Beast in Monterey. And from there, I got hooked for a while. I did about 4 races my first year in 2014. I did 4 races in 2015. In 2016, I had moved to Wyoming just for a job, and I got into snowboarding and hiking and snowshoeing. And then I kind of got the bug. I wanted to run a marathon, so I started marathon training while I was in Wyoming. Was able to train up to half marathons. I ran 2 half marathons in back-to-back weekends and did pretty good. I got I think 40 something place at the Grand Teton half, and then the Yellowstone half, I think I did even better. I also ran a 5K and came in 3rd place. So this was just straight running a Hal Higdon basic training program on top of just historical athletic fitness that I had built up over the years. So this was on very generalized basic training. And then I didn't do my marathon. I got a knee injury. I changed jobs. I moved to San Diego. So I didn't do the marathon. I was going to do the Jackson Hole Marathon. Didn't happen. This is about the end of 2017. I moved to San Diego. There was a CrossFit gym about 1 block away from my house. So I started doing CrossFit and got the bug to start doing Spartan races again, since I was kind of living close to civilization again. I got the annual pass for Spartan Race, and I did about 18 races throughout 2018. I did pretty well. I ran a competitive age group, and throughout the season, I podiumed. I got a 3rd, I got a 2nd, and a 1st place. Really fun year, really busy year. I drove to the Las Vegas one, Arizona, Tahoe, Sacramento. Really busy year. And then in 2019, I did a couple more races, and then I was keeping up with CrossFit for a while, going regularly, and it was just a fun way to make friends and stay fit. And then 2020 came around and COVID hit, gyms closed, and that's when I got the bug to try to train for a marathon again. Just felt like a good opportunity, and so I ended up getting a trainer. I got a running coach trainer, their certified track and field coach, and followed their training plan. So I trained with him for about almost a full year of just not running, just only running. I lost a ton of weight. I got really fast, but I also had injuries, shin splints came up, various things. And also just the motivation of having a race date is really important, I'd have to say. The dates just got pushed back. Like I had signed up for the Phoenix, Arizona Marathon, which was supposed to be in February 2021. I thought it was coming. It got pushed back in January. I stopped training. I totally just lost motivation. It just hurt to run, like the simplest little run. Maybe about 6 months went by. I went back to CrossFit, got strong again, started doing some more CrossFit, got strong again, and got my strength back up. Decided to pick up running again. So I got the same coach and deferred my race to February 2022. Ran with this coach for another probably 8 months. I was feeling really good this time. No shin splints. I think that first year my body was adjusting, getting used to it, acclimated to running, building up that resistance. And then I was able to build the muscle on top of that, because when you're running, it's very catabolic. Your muscles are breaking down. I probably wasn't eating enough either, so I wasn't like building running muscles when I was doing it. And like I said, it's catabolic, so your muscles are breaking down because you're working out for a long period of time. End of 2021, I ran 5K. I came in like 8th place. This is like crazy to me because I don't consider myself a runner. I did not run in high school. I did not run in college. So felt really good about that. I ran a half marathon a little bit after the 5K. Felt really good, broke a PR, and I think it was like just under like an hour and a half. Then February came around and I ran my marathon, and I was going for a 3-hour marathon, which is a very ambitious goal, especially for my first one. It was also a Boston qualifying pace. Surprise, I did not hit it. I was probably in the right shape for it. However, just my race day did not go well. I felt I ran way too fast and I didn't fuel enough when I was running. I ran way too fast. My halfway point at the marathon was like 3 minutes slower than my PR half marathon. So the second half of the race was so painful, super hard. So that brings me to like, why am I talking to you? Well, I'm here to talk to you, tell you about my experience in training for this marathon, everything I learned up into that. I got pretty obsessed with it, obsessed with the gear, obsessed with the training, nutrition, and full disclaimer, I have not ran in like the last 6 months. Ever since my marathon, I just fell off the training thing. I got COVID immediately after my race, and so I've been doing CrossFit ever since, getting my strength kind of back up from my marathon body, and I still have really good cardio from that, but my running mechanics could use some work. Yeah, that's why I'm talking to you. Got obsessed with shoes, got obsessed with technology. I had a Garmin, I had a Whoop, I have a Stride. I tracked all my data. You can check out my Strava. It's just something that kind of took over my life, and I feel like I learned a thing or two, and I just want to talk to other runners that might want to hear my story. They might want to learn a thing or two. This is also for runners that may have got started during COVID or are just picking up running now. So stay tuned. We're going to have some cool videos. We're going to talk about shoes. We're going to talk about warm-ups. We're going to talk about getting started as a runner. If you're not, this is running for non-runners.